Good evening. Thank you all for coming out this evening. Standing before you are residents and business people of East Norwalk. They represent over 100 people who turned up at our town hall 2 weeks ago to discuss our concerns with our common council member. They have a simple request of those proposing to increase the clearance under the railroad bridge on East Avenue. Please don't do it. We first want to thank our courageous council members and our mayor. They've listened patiently through to the concerns of the neighborhood, waded through countless emails, sifted through 2 decades worth of history on this project. They are trying very hard to do the right thing for the city of Norwalk, and they're under the pressure of looming deadlines, artificial ones if I might say. While there may not be 100% agreement, they have added their voice to ours in the form of a resolution calling on the state to please reconsider the bridge height, and we are grateful that they have our backs. We also want to thank our state legislators for engaging with our community at the 11th hour to explore sensible alternatives to increasing the bridge clearance. We are grateful that they are open to seeking common sense solutions, things like hanging chains or putting lasers before the bridges. Unfortunately, none of them could join us because this is the night before the session opens tomorrow in Hartford. They're all very busy. We recognize that the state of Connecticut is making substantial investments to Norwalk's transportation infrastructure. But with all of these changes come some unintended consequences. Our community strongly believes that this is the case for increasing the clearance underneath the railway bridge. The evidence around us in other towns tell us that a smaller clearance is totally possible. Common sense tells us that there are cheaper alternatives to solving the bridge strike problem, like signage and chains, and science tells us that rising sea levels require raising, not lowering, structures in coastal communities. We're here today to call upon the Department of Transportation and Commissioner Rediker to retain the existing bridge clearance. We have faith that the talented engineers and planners who work on behalf of the citizens of Connecticut, that they will be able to come up with a smart and timely solution that's responsive to our community and our city. Thank you so much.
Fight the height! 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 Fight the height!
Fight the height! Okay, thank you again.
Fight the height!
Fight the height. Does any of the press have questions for the neighbors, the community, the electeds that are here?
Have you or anyone learned that the ConnDOT is reconsidering this, and there's any movement towards lessening the clearance?
What we've been told specifically by state legislators is that they have either requested meetings or begun discussions. Again, the session is beginning tomorrow. It is very, very busy for our legislators, and they have not yet had a full accounting of all of the things that may impact that decision.
And what should be done in the interim with this contract that's before the Public Works Committee tonight?
Our main concern about the contract, if I may speak on behalf of everybody here, is that we are going to be asking the engineer to engage and design the roadway changes adjacent to the railway bridge development, which may be a moving target. It seems like it's a waste of his time and everybody's money to go ahead with an engineering plan on the roadway project. If it waits just a short time longer for the railway clearance question to be resolved and play itself out, would be more productive for everybody.
So you believe they should
Table.
I will be in asking them to do that tonight. I know everybody's concerned about the timelines for the walk bridge, but we believe there's some smart people working on this, and there should be a resolution very shortly.